Hi, I'm Noah, and I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the FarmBridge project. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our thinking behind the project, and then I'm going to introduce you to some of the mock-ups for the eventual web-based interface. FarmBridge is dedicated to getting healthy, locally grown food to the people of New York City. We care about local food because it's a radical and holistic approach to solving some of our country's biggest food-related problems. It's about health and nutrition, but it's also about community and connection. FarmBridge will be an online platform that makes it easier for neighbors to form groups and gain access to locally farmed food. What we're going to provide is twofold. First, it's management tools for the community leaders, and second, it's social software for the community as a whole. We recognize that there are many ways to get locally grown food in New York, and each option has benefits and drawbacks, but the CSA model is what we want to focus on. CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. A CSA is a community of people who pledge support to a farm so that they share the risks and rewards of the farm's production. CSAs usually involve a system of weekly deliveries of produce like this one here. Some CSAs also include meat, dairy, bread, flowers, or other locally sourced products in their weekly shares. In the past 1 to 2 years, there's been an explosion of interest in CSAs. Many of the CSAs we've spoken to have doubled in size in the past 2 years. To inspire and guide our design, we needed to gain a deep understanding of how these communities work. So we attended the annual CSA conference in New York and held one-on-one conversations with more than 20 organizers and members of these CSA communities. And from these conversations, we've uncovered 2 important insights. First, we came to understand that CSA organizers need better tools to help them manage memberships, subscriptions, volunteers, communications, and transitions. Second, we realized that running a successful CSA is really just too much work for one person. These communities need social software to enable the members and farmers to get more involved in the day-to-day activities and operations of the community. This is where FarmBridge will come in. We're going to provide CSA managers the tools they need to run their organizations as they grow and change. And once those managers bring their CSA membership online, we're going to enable those communities to flourish online as well as they do offline, strengthening the lines of communication by providing customized social software. Each CSA's unique FarmBridge site then becomes a place where locals only, so small groups of 50 to 100 neighbors, are together online. We think that's something beautiful. It's a community of trust, and it's something that doesn't exist anywhere else on the web. Now let's take a look at what FarmBridge will offer CSA managers. CSA managers, like Jen here, are volunteers, and they're the glue that hold their communities together. We want to decrease their administrative burden while increasing their flexibility. Right now, most CSAs use printouts, Excel sheets, and cobble together online tools to manage their CSAs. With FarmBridge, instead of adding people in manually, managers will be able to email new members a link to register on their own FarmBridge page. The member will then be able to fill out a form with all necessary info, and when the manager checks into her FarmBridge site, she'll see all that information automatically organized on a screen like this. In this view, for example, she sees an alert, 30 days left before the membership drive closes and 5 more members are still needed to fund the CSA for the season. Below that, a new member, Brian, pops up. He's just filled out his registration form and is now on the manager's radar. With our design, we wanted to make crowdsourcing solutions a big feature. What's great is that all members will be able to see this screen. And members are thereby encouraged to be proactive with the Take Action panel on the right. So for example, our brand new member Brian can hit Contact CSA and recommend hosting a potluck or an event to draw new potential members in. Okay, well what happens if our manager Jen decides to hightail it to Costa Rica? With FarmBridge, it's no big deal because the records are backed up online and centralized. Now let's take a look at FarmBridge from a CSA member standpoint. Without FarmBridge, CSA members often don't know what to expect in the coming week's share. This makes shopping for other ingredients tough, and in addition, members often get produce they aren't familiar with. Logging into the CSA's FarmBridge page will take care of this too. For example, what the heck is a rutabaga? On a CSA's FarmBridge page, a member will be able to click on any item in their basket for the week to find out useful info, like how to prep and store rutabagas, and even rutabaga recipes that other members in the CSA have posted in the past. If our new member gets inspired, he can give ratings and comments and even post his own recipe. But the best thing about his CSA's FarmBridge site is the community link it provides. If a member has to miss a shift or can't get to the pickup this week, or even if they want to borrow a cup of sugar or find out about neighborhood babysitting services, FarmBridge becomes the ultimate neighborhood resource. Once finished, the FarmBridge software will be packed with loads of useful features like the ones we've just described. If you want more details, click through to our website. But for now, that's our quick pitch. Thanks for listening, and for goodness sake, vote for us on our Pepsi Refresh Everything page. Vote as often as you can. We really want to make this project happen. Thanks.